Today's video is on Cornerstone and how I'm playing it after the ex-dividend date drop. Also, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll share with you how the Fed's interest rate decision today impacts my portfolio and yours as well if you're using margin. Every dollar we put into a brokerage account, we get $4 of purchasing power, and that's how I get some of this income. We earn over $100,000 per year in dividends here at this channel, and I'm getting it not only from some of these funds that we own, but through margin. And if you just use a fraction of this margin purchasing power, you can live financially free without having to worry about a margin call. When this number gets to zero, this number available for withdrawal, you're at a margin call. So as long as you keep a good cushion there for yourself, you can use a little bit of extra margin to get a little bit of extra income out of your positions. You can also get extra performance. You can see we're up 34% for the year. 34% for the year, where the Dow is up 2, the SP is up 12, and the Nasdaq's up 27%. So margin allows you to get extra income and extra performance when you tie your investments to the indexes. If you just use margin to buy random things, I can't guarantee the same results for you. So for us, as we go down the line, we see Cornerstone. This is what our video is about today, how we're playing it after the ex-dividend date. So first of all, if you need help with margin, email me for my e-guides at aikentodd48@gmail.com on how to play margin. Secondly, now we're in Cornerstone, and how are we playing this after the ex-dividend date? Well, it dropped, and this is perfectly routine. The benefit of being in this fund before the ex-dividend date is you get the dividend, of course, the 21% dividend that's reinvested back at NAV. The market price here is $8, but the NAV price is down here at $6, $6.49, $6.9, and look at these profits each month. 25% gain. At $6.79, we have 19% gain. $6.71, 21% gain. So this is the advantage of buying Cornerstone before its X date. You might say, why did we buy it if it's going to just drop by the equivalent amount on the X date? Because again, you get your 21% dividend that Cornerstone pays you. It then drips it down at that NAV price, so you compound your 21% dividend, growing your dividend, and you get those instant gains. So when you do finally get the dividend by the end of the month or so, you're not only going to get that 21% dividend, but you're going to get those extra capital gains that I just showed you, those 20% gains. So this is why Cornerstone was down when the market was flat to up. The Dow Jones was down 0.6, the Nasdaq was up 0.3, the SP was up 0.08. So we were down 0.93. The Dow slightly outperformed us. And again, this is possible because Cornerstone fell on its ex-dividend date. So normally Cornerstone tracks the indexes, as you know. CLM is the S&P and CRF is the Nasdaq. But when they have their ex-dividend date, they have a mind of their own. And so the fund should chop around here for the next couple of days as traders who receive their drip try to sell at any opportunity, at any strength in the fund. They'll sell out of Cornerstone so that they can get their dividend and their drip shares. So be aware of that. That's why Cornerstone acts a little funky around its ex-dividend dates. All funds do the same thing, but Cornerstone is more magnified since it has a larger dividend. So that's why it's going to act a little funky. That and the rights offering. If you look at it on a 5-year chart, it drops after its rights offering announcements, and over a long, full time period, you can see that it goes lower and lower over time, and that's okay. You just have to learn how to play the rights offering. You just have to simply sell before the rights offering announcement, which I alert you on my Discord server when you buy my e-guides. If you buy my e-guides for either margin or e-guides on how to play Cornerstone, which I have both on, then you automatically get free access to my Discord server where I send you alerts for the rights offering and Cornerstone. If you already bought my e-guides, just email me and ask me to send you over to that server. Many of you have, but I'm still waiting on many of you to move over to that server so that I can get you those rights offering alerts. Now, how about the Fed? How does the Fed impact our portfolio? Well, it was really nice that they kept rates the same. This means that my margin interest of my margin debt of over $272,000 will now remain the same with interest payments. So to me, this is better than making money on a given day, because whether I'm up money or down money. As you know, I don't care. I try to stay emotionless. I don't look at my day's gains. We've been up thousands of dollars each day for the past month. Now we're down 0.9%. As long as we're kind of close to the indexes, I'm okay with that. And we're actually close to the Dow, even though this was all due to Cornerstone dropping from its X date. So we're still getting performance even after the X date. So to me, as long as my margin rate is staying the same, then these dividends stay the same. And I don't care about daily performance. All I care about with performance is that it matches the indexes. If you can just match the indexes, then the upside will take care of itself and the downside will be mitigated. So, because, in 2022, many stocks dropped more than the indexes, including many income funds. So this is how we're playing Cornerstone today. It's completely routine. This is what happens after every ex-dividend date. Now I'm getting not only the 21% dividend compounded, but I'm getting those drip shares too, those drip gains that I'm going to receive at the end of the month. It's like free money. On my Discord server, we're also talking about which brokers allow the drip. So we're fleshing out a lot of that information now because many brokers are canceling this drip. And so I know E-Trade does it, as you know, because my account is E-Trade, but I don't want to promote E-Trade. They tell me not to. Don't ask me why. They don't want me to promote. I guess it's because they don't want people inquiring about margin rates and lowering rates. And so I don't try to highlight E-Trade for anything. I just say that go investigate all brokers who do the drip and who can give you a favorable margin interest rate. So anyway, for us, and for many of you who own margin now, who use margin to get extra income, now you can celebrate today's Fed decision as well because your interest payments are the same, yet your dividend payments from Cornerstone and the drips will continue to come in as planned. Nothing changes, so you make the same amount of income per month with the same overhead costs. So it's a celebration for me today, even though we're down 6,000. That's just because of the ex-dividend date. Interest rates are the same. It's, again, a huge celebration for not only my account and people who use debt, but for tech companies who rely on loans to get their growth. And so that's why you see Fangu up 4% today near the bottom here. Fangu, where's Fangu? I just saw it. I saw that it was up. IEP, yeah, Fangu right here, up 4%. So tech rallied, of course, since Fed kept the rates the same. So anyway, favorable for our margin holdings, favorable for our margin debt, favorable for you too if you own anything in margin or if you own tech-related names. Cornerstone, business as usual. Happy with everything that's happening there. If you have any questions, email me at akintalk48@gmail.com. If you need e-guides or if you just want to talk amongst others in the Discord server, feel free to head over there again if you purchase an e-guide. So again, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks.